It is a bonus workout. Bonus Live with Coach Greg. Happy to see you all. It's Monday. We're on a good streak. We had a great one on Sunday. Obviously, we skipped over Saturday because Coach Greg had some internet upgrades happening at the house. So we're back, and since I didn't do a morning one, we have one. It's around lunchtime here, Central Time. So it's about 12:55. We're gonna get in a half hour. Hopefully, those of you that are watching, you have a break from work and you can kind of check mark this one, bookmark it for later. Some of you that are on different time zones, maybe you'll be able to get the workout in along with me. We are doing our May Plank Challenge, which means I have my stopwatch. So I'll be doing that today. It's a shorter one today because I do have some clients that I gotta fly to in about an hour or so. So we're gonna go ahead and do about a half hour today. So it's gonna be a little bit more fast and furious than usual. Usually we go to recently we've been going to 40, 45 minutes. So it'll be a little bit shorter today, but I will show you kind of what we're doing and you can follow along. This one is gonna be core and upper body, and it's gonna work in my plank challenge also. So if you're following along, if you're doing the plank challenge along with us, you can do any of the three planks. It's the standard plank, the intermediate, which is the bear plank, and the wolf plank, which is number 3. So we'll do a quick review of that. I'll show you what's happening, and we're gonna dive into the workout. And if you're online, say hello, give us a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, and share always helps, and keep building the channel. So here we go. All right, so let's review for our planks. We have 3 different ones for the challenge. If you want to get all the details, you can hop on our Facebook page where I posted the video. I think we might also have it on our YouTube. If not, I will post it. Beginner, or I should say standard plank, is going to be on the elbows and the forearms. You've seen this before. So this is plank number 1. The other one starts from a tabletop position. This is the bear plank. We're going to go ahead and just lift the knees, and we're going to try to hold this one for time. The first one is more core and shoulders. This one is going to be, this one being the bear plank, shoulders and quads. And then number 3 is going to be delts, chest, and core. And that's the one that I'll be doing for today's workout. And that's our push-up plank, or the, well, it's not the push-up plank. It goes by different names. Wolf plank is the one I've heard of, and it sounds cool, so that's what we're going to stick with. You basically go down into a push-up and you hold it. So the challenge is every day you do your plank, you try to get a little bit more time each time. So I've gotten it up to 1:10. Today we're going to try to do a little bit beyond 1:10. However, I'm going to do multiple rounds. So I'll probably try to max out on round 1 and then just try to maintain or go a little bit less on round 2. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do an overview of the workout, and then we're going to get right to it. Number 1 is going to be a walkout. I'm going to go ahead and do it with the dumbbells. So we're going to walk out with the dumbbells. Once we walk out with the dumbbells, we're going to get some push-ups here with a row to the chest. Push-up with a row to the chest. We're going to go ahead and go for number 2, which is going to be our kneeling French press or tricep extension. That's going to be number 2. We're going to go ahead and do a core one with a press for number 3. So I'm going to be holding this position like so. Heels are up. Neutral position for my dumbbell, core tight, and I'm going to twist, press out. One that we have done before with various changes, and then we're going to have the push-up plank for time, or whatever one that you're doing. So we're going to get right into it. Hello. How's it going, Kelsey? How are you? Thanks for joining. So we're going to do our workout here. So feel free to hop on in, or if you're kind of not in a workout place or you're not doing a workout, then you can always bookmark this for later, or ask any questions you might have, health and wellness or otherwise. All right, so here we go. Let's start with our first one. I already did a little bit of a warm-up beforehand. You might want to do a quick warm-up if you're watching this not live. Even if you're watching it live, go ahead and do a couple arm circles, do some light presses, maybe a couple half push-ups just to get blood pumping there. But this first one will definitely get the blood going. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my weights. I have 25 pounds per weight, per dumbbell. So we're gonna go ahead and walk on out. Here we go. So it's like a regular walkout, except I'm walking on the dumbbells And then from here, I'm gonna go ahead and do a push-up, row, push-up, row, push-up, row, push-up, row, push-up, row, push-up, row. 2 more. Push-up and row, push-up and row. And then walk it back. And stand with the weights. This usually will work if you have flat weights, because if you have round weights, don't walk out with them. You might roll actually all the way out. You might roll your wrist. Not a good thing. And you have to have a good amount of weight too if you're gonna do rows. Hey everybody, it looks like we've got some people jumping on. How's it going? Emre, that's a cool name. How's it going, Emre? 2 a.m. Temple, hello. Hey guys and gals, good to see you all. We're just doing a workout today, focused on upper body. I was showing everybody some of the different planks. So my gym, my company, we're doing a plank challenge for May. So that's what's kind of happening is we're working it into our workouts. All right, here we go. We have our French press or tricep extension from a kneeling position. This one's great for the back of the arms. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, 11, 12, let's go from this angle, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So normally you don't want to go that high in terms of reps, but this is the heaviest weight I have. If I had something heavier, ideal would be 8 to 10, 8 to 12 reps. But you know, we have what we have, so that's what we're working with. We have this one. So up next, heels are up. We're going up and twist press. We're gonna do 10 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Quick rest. We're gonna go right into the next one, and then we're gonna go right into wolf plank. And I'm gonna give myself a little bit of breather to recharge for the second round, and check out your guys' comments. Also a good way for me to recover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Quick note, I'm breathing there. You want to exhale at the top as well. Might sound like I was just exhaling at the bottom. I was actually doing 2 quick breaths or 2 quick exhalations. I would exhale when I was counting the number, 1, and then exhaling at the bottom. Normally, if you go slow, you can just focus on that kind of motion. You exhale slow at the top, inhale on the way down. All right, number 4, timer. So you guys can follow along. My goal is to get over 1 minute and 10. That was my first one. That was my longest one so far. I'm doing it every day, part of the plank challenge. Here we go. Make sure we're in a good angle here. Okay, and start. So, I'm trying to make sure I'm low enough. Let's get into camera here. There we go. Low enough. And trying to rise. Try not to go too low also. So hips and belly are off the floor. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. You can keep them together for this one too. Yeah, I'm feeling this one, guys. Send me a thumbs up if you feel like I need the extra power, which I do. Oh man, it's tough to do this one after maxing out yesterday and doing all those presses, but this is what will make us stronger. Oh man, it's tough. I don't know if I can make 1 minute 10, guys. I'm gonna try. All right, 10 seconds. I'm gonna try to get at least 1 second over. That's all I need, is always get a little bit more every day. 1, Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and oh, crap. Damn. Whew. All right, when I did the live stream yesterday, I'll tell you guys, a minute 10 was a lot easier than a minute 15, but I did do it, a minute 15. Oh, okay. That was good. Heart rate is up. Let's review the comments and see how everybody's up to. All right. Good to see you guys. All right. Oh, we only got a couple of people on. Looks like I missed. That's the challenge. And I apologize if you're on and I don't get to your question right away, or if I don't have a chance to. Please try to hang out if you can, because I would love to interact with you and answer your questions. If I miss it, obviously, I get it. You might be busy. You might have to jump off. Sometimes I'm going through the through the circuit and it's hard to get back on, but it's good to have you guys. Looks like we have Kelsey, Emre, 2 a.m. Temple, some new names today, so that's awesome. I hope you guys subscribe. If you can give a subscribe, follow, and a thumbs up, that would be amazing. We have no thumbs up right now. Hopefully we get at least one. And then 4ring 8P. Been dealing with really bad RA. Used to do 1,000 burpees, dang. Before now, I'm lucky if I make it to the toilet in the middle of the night. Well, hey, that all happens to some degree to all of us, right? Age, kind of works against us in some ways. However, we just have to adapt and overcome as much as we can. A lot of the times, our health and wellness routines can actually make us a lot younger than we are biologically, or than we are, chronologically, I should say. So, but sometimes if we overdo it, if we train really hard, or we don't have the proper recovery protocols, then we kind of tend to pay for it later in life. However, I still feel like no matter where you are, you can always improve. Sometimes we have to have a little bit of medicine or things to aid us, but good clean diet, rest, stress-free life, and just being, yes, we got a thumbs, thank you. Doing the right things can definitely help us get back to where we were. Even myself, I turned 40 and now I'm 41, and there were some points as a new dad I was feeling like, man, I'm feeling like I'm not able to do as much as I used to do. But it was a lot of it. It wasn't really my body. I was off my schedule. I wasn't able to do as much as I used to. So then I realized, all right, I got to work out smarter, not harder. I got my stuff back, because running a business and doing all, being a full-time dad at times, and I mean, obviously my wife and I we have our plates full, but it's challenging. So you just got to work in what you can, and it's helped me a lot. I felt a lot better after getting back into my routine. So I know you can do it, if you can, share kind of how you used to do those. Was it like all in one go, or was it like over the course of a day? 1,000 burpees is amazing. So, all right, back we go. I've recovered enough. Back to the first one. So we're gonna go ahead and walk out again. Round two. We're back here. Here we go. Let's walk on out. And push up, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Let's do 2 more for our new people. You guys are awesome. And walk it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a little bit of extra lower body. Okay, we got it. That one's done. Moving right along to our triceps. So this circuit will definitely hit your triceps, can hit your core, and even your pressing muscles. Just be careful with those dumbbells, as I said. You want to have some sort of hand protection if you've never done it before, and depending on the kinds of weights you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're feeling it. 10, halfway. Different angle. Making sure I'm still straight here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Oh, whew, okay. Arms are pumped, for sure. We got our presses. Let's see who else is out. We got a couple new comments here. King Nadish, what's going on? Phil Coach. Hey, King Nadish, great to see you. One of our regular warriors. Throw a thumbs up if you can. Always good to see you. I got a thumbs up for you. Good night for you. Yes, it's probably late over there. What time is it, by the way? If it's not too late, then hopefully you can hang around for a bit. If not, save this workout. You can always throw it in later. And then 4ing 8P, 100 times 10 push-ups, Navy SEALs, in between push-ups, usually within an hour. Dude, you are awesome. You are amazing. That's excellent. How long ago was that, if you don't mind me asking? It's, with RA, it doesn't mean you can't train. Obviously, you just have to change the way you train. I have at least, 4 or 5, I think I have at least 6 clients right now dealing with RA in different ways, like, in different degrees. Some are really kind of progressed and we really have to adjust the workouts. And then a few it's just mild, they take some medicine and they do good things. And most of the time it's just a nuisance, but we obviously adjust as much as we can. And sometimes you just got to give yourself a break. Like when I was in high school, I got into arm wrestling. Being a small guy, like I usually could hang around with the big guys because of the types of training I would do with my brother, martial arts and all this, and grip training and punching. But I overdid it to the point where I had inflammation in both elbows, and it was bad. And I'm like, did I just wreck my elbows, for life? Because it persisted for a while, and I just had to take a complete rest from that kind of training, and also arm wrestling. Like nothing too crazy. I didn't do any pull-ups. I didn't do any bicep curls, nothing. And you know what? I forget how long it took, but it got better. It got better after some time. I don't know if it was a couple weeks, if it was a couple months, and now, it's like as if it never happened, which is great. But obviously, I made sure that I was doing other things that are good for it. Massages and doing light resistance training, things like that, band work. So inflammation limits, motion and wrist and knee, Well, if you want to have any suggestions, I'm sure you're probably very knowledgeable and educated, but I'd be happy to help out. 11:30 p.m., man, King Nadish, that's a late one. But hopefully the workout will help you. I'm gonna get right back to you guys. All right, we did the triceps. We gotta do a push and press. Here we go. Raising the heels. 2, 3, we'll go for 10, 4, quick switch. 1 more. Oh, I feel that fatigue in the triceps. For sure. All right, guys, I'm gonna need your help on this one. I'm gonna try to shoot for 45 seconds, but I'm pretty shot over here, so do our best. And time-wise, we're still good. Perfect. All right, stopwatch. If you guys wanna follow along, time me, that's great too. I'm gonna try to start it as soon as I get down here. Make sure I'm in a good spot. And feel free, send those questions. And this is another thing I didn't mention. We have a couple senior warriors in terms of experience that pop in and out. We have a couple coaches. So if any of you are in the chat and there's a great question that pops up, you have the same question, feel free to say, hey, I got the same question, Coach Greg. Or if you know the answer, feel free to respond in the chat, especially if I'm in the middle of something. I hate to miss a question. That's one of the main reasons why I do this. It's like I want to help and educate as much as I can, learn. I'm also learning all the time. So, all right, 45 seconds. Here we go. Start the clock. Here we go. Down. Ooh. All right. Whew. Beginning is always nice. Oh, let's get down lower and further away from the camera. Sorry. Here we go. Heart rate is good. 130. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna feel a little bit of that soreness tomorrow after a good push like this. Coming up on 30 seconds. 45 is what we're aiming for here. 5 seconds. 45. All right, I got one more round. Guys, if you're on and you want to challenge me for the last round, I'm happy to do it. Scout's honor, of course. Oh well, you'll see me do it. So I have one more round. I already got my personal best for this challenge, which is 1:15. I just did 45 barely. For round 3, I need you guys' a suggestion. How long do you think I should go for? And if it's above 45, it'll be tough for me, but I'll give it my best shot. You can give any time, as long as it's not crazy. I'll just tell you right now, I probably won't be able to go over a minute. But if you send a thumbs up, or if you're a new person and you subscribe, I'm definitely gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it, even if I have to take a break. But I'll do it. I'll do my best to go all the way through. And if you send a donation, just anything, I'll do whatever I can to get it. If you say 5 minutes, then I'll spend the rest of my time trying to get that 5 minutes. But all right, let's rest. We're at 128 heart rate wise. We got one more round. So let's go back to our questions here from the awesome people. About a year ago. Okay, gotcha. I can't bear weight on hands, so push-ups are out. I think I've been dealing with it for years, just diagnosed a month ago. Are you taking anything for it? 4ing BP, or 8P, sorry. Are you having some sort of, like medical intervention? I know you got diagnosed, so maybe you're taking some sort of anti-inflammatories or something for the AR, or for the RA, sorry. And if not, then yeah, there might be something that could help, because it's kind of, usually if it's progressed far enough along, the typical RICE method, rest, ice, compression, elevation, they're kind of more like Band-Aids. But yeah, obviously no push-ups, which just means that you can do banded work. You could do a standing push-up with bands, perhaps elevated, depending on how much pressure you're feeling. Sometimes that's good, or just giving yourself a break, and doing other things. But band work usually tends to work pretty well, because it's kind of a different type of pressure, if you will. It's not directly on the wrist as much. It's a lot more mobility. Not yet. See rheumatology next month. Gotcha. Hey man, it's gonna be okay. Just once again, we just kind of improvise and adapt as much as we can. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to not have too many health challenges as of late, but like this one, actually, the Spartan that I did is one of my most proud moments, but also not one of my smartest. I kind of grit my teeth. Short story for a long story. In the first event, because this is like the Spartan races, if some of you are not familiar, you kind of run a certain distance, and then in between there's obstacles, medicine slam balls, assault bike, climb a wall, pull on the rope, climb a rope, spear toss, whatever. There's a lot of cool stuff. I signed up for this one with some of my clients, and we did it as a group. And in the very first obstacle, basically, I wrecked my foot. It was this jump rope with like a fire hose. And I did my jumps, and the guy in front of me did his jumps, and he was like, all right, go to the next thing. And he threw his rope. He threw his rope right at my feet. And I was in the process of stepping, so I stepped right on that hose, and I basically twisted my ankle, but I cracked something on the outside of the foot. And yeah, that was, the reason I bring it up is I was like, well, I can't quit now, I gotta go. I did a typical guy thing, grit my teeth and get through the whole thing. It ended up causing more of an issue later on because I didn't stop, because I kept going and it was impact. And so I ended up having an issue that was longer. I mean, it healed totally fine, but for a while it was really a challenge because I decided to push. Sometimes it's good to know when to push, and sometimes it's good to not. So in your case, with the wrists and hands, I'm glad that you're not, you're realizing your limitations right now, and you're gonna obviously adapt and overcome and do something different. Like band work would be great, stability work. You might even do like a power plate or vibration plate. Sometimes just holding that against the vibration plate will help out. It's awesome. Speaking of experienced warriors, Coach Will is on the line. What's going on, Coach Will? I'm having a great day, my friend. Good to see you. You guys are awesome. Great to have Coach Will. So Coach Will, for those of you that are still here, or if you watch this video back later, he's one of those warriors that I always recommend. If I'm doing something and I'm not catching your question, Coach Will is the one that one of the ones that would definitely be great to answer. He's got some great experience torturing others and himself. All right, so since Coach Will is here, that means I got to get back to it. I got one more round, and then we are wrapping this one up. So Coach Will, this one is for you. Let's see. We got 3 thumbs today. It's not bad. All right. So the challenge remains for my last wolf plank. If you guys give me a time, I will do my best to get it. I don't guarantee that I will if you put it high enough. I already got my personal best for today, and I don't think I can go over 45 seconds. But if you send me something, especially if you give a thumbs up or a donation, awesome. All right, here we go. Last round. Get the heart rate back up. We're walking out with our dumbbells. We're gonna squat on down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get into push-up position. Push up and roll. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And we got 2 bonus. 1, 4, kicking the D's. Who can't fall asleep. And 1, 4. The coach. Coach Will. You guys are awesome. All right, that's it. Back to triceps. Here we go. And back we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Key with this one, guys. Full range. You really want that burn. You want those triceps to be strong. Full range. You see me going all the way behind my head. Some people might do short ones like this, like a pump or a pulse. That's fine too, but you get the most out of it when you do full range. Like with anything, you can do something half rep. You'll get power in that particular range of motion or ROM. If it goes beyond that ROM, your muscles are not going to be trained. They might not be as stable. You might fail on the weight, or you might hurt yourself. So, all right, here we go. Third exercise. We got our presses. Heels up, 10 presses. You know what? Let's start with the weaker side. Or I don't want to use the word weaker. We're going to start with the more challenged side, the one that has the most upside, the one that has the most room for growth. That's it. Here we go. 10 twist presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Deep from within. Here we go. 1 more. So that's why this workout is great. This circuit, you're gonna kill those triceps and shoulders and a bonus core. And especially if you go full range. So I'm really feeling it on these because I'm going all the way back, all the way up. 2, 3, 4. And if you're not feeling the core, make sure you go far enough back. All right, 10 and 10. We got the wolf plank. Heart rate. I don't know if I believe Polar, it says 115. I know it's higher. It's gonna climb back up. All right, we got the wolf plank. What do you guys got for me? I'm having a good day, that's right. Okay, no worries, Coach Willie. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I love that 130, you're getting after it. No worries, sometimes you gotta go ahead and help some clients. The shy side is a term I use for weeks. Dude, I'm gonna steal that one. With your permission, of course, the shy side. This one's just a little bit more shy than the other side. It's just a little bit more shy. We're gonna let him feel very confident. I like that. So the shy side is really feeling it, as is the more outgoing or gregarious side. I remember that one because it's like my name, Greg. All right, guys. So anybody have any suggestions for the time for this last one? Because if nobody's on, nobody can share, then I'm gonna have to just go with, like my usual 30, 40 seconds. But I think we don't have too many people on right now. If you are on, you have a few more seconds while I cool down here to give me a time for this push-up plank. Keep in mind, a minute is probably max right now because my arms are toast. But if you have a time, please go for it. And if you want to donate, which I've learned is not in the upper right but in the lower right, then I will definitely do it. Not that I'm motivated by money. I'm just saying, we're a business, you know, we're trying to grow. All right. Whew. All right, I think we have reached the time we're gonna wait. No worries. All right, let's go. Then we can wrap up so I can get to my next torture incline. All right, we're gonna shoot for 40 seconds on this last round. 40 seconds, here we go. And time. Oh man, even 40 seconds might be tough. You guys can't even see me. Hold on. There we go. Back we go. I will add a couple seconds to the time. Sometimes bouncing like this helps me kind of wake up the muscles a little bit. If they're shy, if they're wiped out. Damn. All right, guys, about 10 seconds. I'm gonna collapse here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, all right. 40 seconds. So we got a minute 15. We got 45 and 40. Whew. Right here is where I feel it the most, and triceps. So it all depends on what you worked. So we worked on this circuit a lot of triceps. So that's why this one is tougher. Once again, if you're doing this circuit after the fact, you know, you're not watching live, but you're watching later and you're like, I want to try to work it in. Remember, you swap out the push-up plank for your plank, the one that you want to do if you're joining the push-up plank, the plank challenge for May. And if you're not sure, go back to the beginning of the video and just do one of each. I would say start with the wolf plank first, then go for the bear plank, and then go for the standard plank last, because that's the one that's probably the easiest out of all of them. All right, so we're gonna cool down a little bit. For review, walk out with the dumbbells, push up into a slight twist row, push up into a slight twist row. We did 4 and 4, then we did 5 and 5, then we did 6 and 6, so we kind of elevated a little bit. Then, after you finish that one, it's our French press, which can be done with 2 dumbbells or 1 if it's heavy enough and it's got enough surface area. Then we went for our V hold, like kind of like a V or a boat hold twist press with a dumbbell, about 8 to 12 per side, apologies. And then we have our plank at the end. So for exercises, 3 rounds. Feel free to do as many as you can. Should take you anywhere from a half hour to an hour, depending on how many rounds you got. So hope you guys are doing great. We're gonna be wrapping up here. Those of you that are still online, say hello. If you haven't given a thumbs up, please give a thumbs up. Look at this sweat. I'm sweating because I love helping and I want to help you guys. And everything helps our channel, obviously. So I say it with love. You know, there's no requirement. But if you guys do enjoy it, if you do like it, please subscribe, share, and you know, keep watching. We're gonna keep sending as much complimentary stuff as we can, helping as much as we can. I see the hearts going at the bottom. Thank you so much. And once again, if you feel like it's something that could help others, feel free to share it. You know, be like, hey, I heard you were looking for a workout to kind of get your weekend going. Here, check out one of Coach Greg's live boot camps. You know, it'll get you going. As long as you get past all my yapper, you know, all my talking, then I think you'll be able to distill it down into the actual workouts. What I'm gonna try to do, and you know, it might take a little bit of time, but I'm gonna try to go into these live boot camps a little bit at a time and break them down and just get time markers on the actual exercises. And I'll do a description of what the exercises are so you can very easily go to, okay, what's the workout? Perfect. Go to the particular exercise in the timeline so you kind of don't have to, you know, listen to my back and forth with either, you know, people in the chat or whatnot. You know, obviously I always try to make it helpful, but sometimes you might want to just get to the workout, and I totally get that and respect it. So anyway, looking forward to doing that. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. It's a great way to start the week. Muscle Monday. And let's finish with one affirmation. Today is my day, and I'm going to have an amazing week. Today is my day and I'm going to have an amazing week. Today is my day and I'm going to have an amazing week. Awesome. All right, guys, have an amazing week, just like I said, and I hope you will stay happy, safe, and healthy. All right, guys.